No, ladies and gentlemen, the title is not wrong. I actually spent 15,000 gold on a tier 4 Tech 3 vehicle. Because they made a little oopsie. Wargaming made a little oopsie yesterday. I think I actually have to thank Wargaming for giving me such an awesome title, which is actually not even a clickbait, believe it or not. Well, maybe kinda, because many hours later we actually did receive the original offer as well. But they made a little oopsie over there. They wanted to sell one of the rarest tanks in this game on EU server, 1,500 units of the SU-76Is should have been on the black market. And by the way, disclaimer over here, 15,000 gold for a tier 3 premium tank is such an overkill. I think it is something like 15,000 more than a tier 3 vehicle is worth. 15 times more. Did I say 15,000? Well, maybe it is actually even 15,000 more than it is worth, but it is something like 15 times more expensive than it actually should be. And the only reason why I went for it, literally the only reason, is because I'm a content creator. Of course, I would like to have the rarest tanks on my account so I can make some episodes for you if you want to see them in action, or maybe during some streaming action you want to see some rare vehicles so I can show them to you. If I would not be a content creator, I would not even think about buying that. Or maybe if I'm one extreme tank collector and I'm only missing SU-76I, I would buy that as well, just to complete the entire collection. And now, backstory, what happened. So in the first screen, let me show some print screens over here, what happened during the sale, because when I bought it, when the auction was live, I think it was literally sold out in like 10 seconds. If I'm not mistaken, 10 seconds. So when the sailing or when the auction was going on, I didn't even have time to look at the vehicle name. I didn't have time to look at the vehicle. When it went live, I had to be extremely quick to be able to even grab it in the first place. So the first picture we saw was this one. The picture was actually SU-76I, but the name was SU-76GFT. The name is a standard Tech 3 Tier 4 Chinese tank destroyer. Now on the next screen, where you have to confirm your purchase, where you have to click the purchase button once again. Now it is vice versa. The name is actually SU-76I, what was on the picture in the previous page or in the previous screenshot, and now the vehicle is SU-76GFT. Hopefully you can catch up. And when I finally made the purchase, as you can see from the bottom right, it shows SU-76G has been added into the garage for 15,000 gold. So during that time I actually spent 15,000 gold on a tier 4 Tech 3 vehicle, ladies and gentlemen. I was actually streaming during that time as well, so I was looking for the vehicle in my garage. I didn't see it. Many players said, oh, you should have it somewhere over there, so I shortened my filters and I still didn't see it. And then we started receiving messages in the chat. Actually, World of Tanks forum went down as well during this bug. World of Tanks forum went down because it was so overpopulated, I guess. Every single person who bought a vehicle actually received a tier 4 Tech 3 vehicle. And when I found out that this was actually a bug that happened to every single person, I got the biggest laugh out of 2020 so far. Really. For me, it was hilarious. I wasn't even worried about the second that we just lost all the 15,000 gold, because 1,500 players getting screwed over like that. Even Wargaming is not going to do that. So I wasn't worried that we are going to stay like this. I was pretty sure, like 99.5 or 99.59% sure that Wargaming is either going to compensate the gold or they are going to add the vehicles to all the players. So I wasn't worried about that. And eventually, I think 3-4 hours later, maybe even 5 hours later, they added SU-76Is on all those players' accounts as well. So nice, thumbs up. At the end of the day, I am happy because I received my SU-76I with the most overpowered offer I have ever taken part of in the black market. And on the top of that, they did let us keep the SU-76G, a tier 4 Chinese tank destroyer. So extra 135,000 credits. Hooray, nice compensation. But this is not where the story ends, because this same very bug was tied into yet another bug. Players who didn't have SU-76I, so most of the players, 99.5% of the player base doesn't have SU-76I, but who had, this is just so ridiculous, but who had that tier 4 Chinese premium tank SU-76G FT on their accounts, were not able to take part of the black market event because the black market guy said you already own this vehicle. It said you already owned SU-76I. And many tank collectors who were missing basically like one piece from the perfect collection were not able to take part of this sale because they had SU-76G in the garage. I would really like to see their solution. Or maybe, rule number 5 was they can change rules as they go. Maybe they can hide behind that. Only time will tell. So yesterday was extremely interesting day in the black market. But moving on into the very early in the morning, where we had yet another offer and yet another auction. Now, I have to tell you guys, if they're going to keep this early morning offer in the next black market event as well, I would actually not be super mad about the early morning offers anymore if all those offers are going to be auctions, because I actually enjoyed the previous auction for the Chrysler K. I like this system. People are able to get crazy good deals, and this time as well, many players were able to get crazy good deal on this really good tier 8 premium heavy tank, Caravan Action X. So this was the early morning offer. The lowest bid, or the bidding was, this time the bidding was with gold. Previously with the Chrysler K you had to bid using credits, but this time you had to use gold, and the lowest bid was 5,000 gold. So I thought, what would be safe bet? I would be happy if I can get this vehicle with under 6,000 gold, because this is actually quite a nice discount. So I went with 555 at first, all 5s, then I thought maybe some other players are going to go with full 5s, so I just raised the price with 4 gold. So 5,559 gold, I placed my bid, and this bid actually won. After a couple minutes, the bidding system ended. My bid was accepted as a part of the highest bidders, and my base to win account, my secondary account, received this vehicle for 5,559 gold. Now, I have already seen some screenshots. I have already seen some comments where people are saying they were able to pick up this vehicle with the lowest possible bid. Because once again, Caravan Action X was actually a marathon vehicle. They have sold it during the advent calendar, and once again they decided to add 23,400 units into the auction. 23,400 higher speeders are going to get this vehicle. So I thought I do not have to overpay too much, just to be on the safe side. Let's add 500 extra to the lowest bid, because I thought many players are going to pick the lowest bid, so I just wanted to be a bit above that, just to make it almost 100% sure, almost 100% guaranteed. And yeah, it went through, and secondary account was able to get Caravan Action X for 5,559 gold, which is a really, really nice deal in my opinion. And this is what the auction system has done so far. Chrysler K for 5.67 million credits is also extremely good deal, even if the vehicle is not super good. For 5.6 million credits, a tier 8 premium heavy tank. This is a bargain, and same goes to the Caravan Action Excess offer. What is going to be up next in the black market with the auction system? I have no idea. This time they have used it on 2 different tier 8 premium heavy tanks. Maybe something juicy. Maybe something juicy, and let's say only something like 1,500 units. Then the auction system is going to be completely crazy. Because how it feels like at the moment is they are simply testing the lines. They are simply testing how much players are willing to bid when they add 23,000 units. But I have no idea what happens when they only add something like 1,000 units for something really rare, or 2,000 units for a tier 10 reward vehicle or something like that. Then we are going to see the full bloody side of the auction system. How many credits or how much gold players are willing to spend on a vehicle. They do not know the price. They do not know any bids. They just test their luck, I guess. So this was the early morning offer, yet another auction. As I said before, I actually would not be so mad about the early morning offers anymore. 5 AM, 4 AM, 6 AM offers, if all those offers are going to be auction offers. That's nice. So moving forward to the evening, and FE215B 183 was added once again, and this time, this year, players were actually able to get this tank for 22 million credits. In 2019, this vehicle appeared in the black market as well. It is one of the removed vehicles from the deck tree. And players had to pay 23 million credits, but this time 1 million credit discount, 22 million credits. And I have some numbers as well. It was actually sold out so freaking quickly. On the Russian server, they added 55,000 units for 22 million credits. And it was sold out in 10 minutes and 28 seconds. 10 minutes and 28 seconds. And 55,000 times 22 million credits were removed from players' accounts. Just calculate that for a second. I think your calculator is going to start smoking. So hopefully you were able to grab this vehicle for yourself as well. I actually know so many of my followers who wanted to get FE215B 183 because they missed the previous offer. And this is how the matchmaking is looking like on the Russian server, by the way, at the moment. Yep, 183 is dominating tier 10s. Quite ridiculous matchmaking. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, yet another day on the black market is over. We kinda survived through a couple oopsies by Wargaming. Let's see what tomorrow has to offer. Maybe something juicy, maybe something rare, extremely rare this time. And before I go, my friends, one quick announcement. Tomorrow on 9th, on the Sunday, I am going to do a lot of streaming action, so feel free to tune in because tomorrow is the final day of the Team Clash event. Join the stream, join the chat, and let's play together. I'm actually going to play with so many different viewers together in the platoon. Let's have some fun together, let's chill, and let's rock and roll. Stay tuned using the links in the description on 9th of February 2020. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, stay awesome as always, keep rock and rolling, and I catch you next time with something else. Maybe some more memes from the black market. You never know what Wargaming has to offer for us. Stay awesome, stay sexy, take care, and bye.